I have gotten through. Now the challenge is to keep the hole square, because the tang is not round, it is a bit square, and little by little. So I moved into the house to continue this. The mosquitoes were killing me. Also, just had a break, had a sauna, refreshing, and now back to work. So this is how far I have gotten. As you can see, the hole is square to fit the tang, and that is the challenge. Instead of a round hole, random round hole, I'm trying to snuggle this so that it fits little by little. And this is what I'm working with, just a small file. We are a good way halfway now. Little by little. Not much to go. It's pretty tricky to make a square hole, rectangular hole that is also slowly shaped, slowly in a wedge form. You see, the tang is not completely rectangle, it narrows. We have come to a crucial point. As you can see, down there it fits perfectly well, but up there is still a bit of a gap. So I have to keep filing on so that the antler piece swallows a bit down there, and so that it fits snugly up there. But the tricky part now is, as you can see, the knife also, it's the edge of the knife which is a lot more narrower than what I have filed so far, so I have to make it very, very thin. Alright.
No use of editing much, but
So it's basically just a needle and this small saw. Almost. Okay. I think this is as close as I want to go. I think we have done a pretty good job. This side is a bit more messy, but overall I think it looks pretty good. We will fill these gaps later, but as far as I don't know what this part of the knife is called, but I think this is as far as I will take it. Nice. This is what it looks like inside. A square rectangular hole that is slightly narrowing to fit the tang, and a slightly shaped area for the edge, to accommodate the edge so that the knife fits snugly in there. Okay, I think this is it for this part of the job. So we are back at it again. It's been a break for some couple of days, but this is what it looks like. And I don't think I will take it any closer than this. It's still a little bit there, but that's just good. Whoa. Okay, but it's a very good fit. Maybe you can hear it's also raining. It's very tight. Okay, so next stage is to fit in the pieces of birch bark, and I'm gonna also fit them in each individually to measure them out, and I will be punching holes in them with this puncher. And I have chosen a bit that is not much wider than the width of the tang. But first I will do some tests. I have some scrap here. I will do test punching holes running with the fibers, because it tears very easily this way, but not the other way. It's more tough. So I will first make punch holes along the fibers and then also against the grain. And the reason for that is that I will be crisscrossing the bark as I go on the knife. Alright, here we go. So first along the grain, and I guess the width of this is about maybe 4 punches. Okay. So that's not a problem. Let's see the other way. So this is against the grain. And the reason I'm punching holes instead of drilling is that I don't want to have any loose fibers in here. The risk of tearing up. Alright, that's the test. Alright, let's try some. These things have been in the press for quite a long time now. They're nicely flat. They are not rolled up. Still a bit moist. So I think the first one I will go against the grain. I don't know why. Let's take a nicer one. Okay, so we're gonna do this individually until we have a nice thunder, until we have a good amount. And alright, so maybe I will cut from here. I will do the next one also, crisscross it, just for this heck of it, against the grain. Okay. So I will cut here until I have made a bunch of them. So I have made a bunch of them. It's almost done. But you always have to make more than what you think will fit your hand, because as you glue and press it, it will all press together and you will get a bit less than what you think you would have. So I will make some extra ones here. So this is against the grain. And we have come to the part where it's only 2 punches. Sometimes they're a bit rough on the one edge, so just try to smoothen it. Okay, so this is the size of my hand. I think I'll make a bit more birch bark. Alright, we'll cut into that. We have now made punched a bunch of bark, and we have come pretty close to the size of my hand, and I think this will also compress a bit more, but then comes what you call the end of the knife. Let's call it the end of the knife. This will get in there as well, and we also have to leave a bit of tang. We're gonna need that. Alright, but next thing is to make a hole in this, so let's do that. And I'll be also just using this leather punching needle, hole puncher for leather. The content inside the antler is it's marrow, it's very soft, so you don't need much effort to get through. See? We don't need this so tight. It's good to have a bit of movement in there so that it can go further in when we press everything together, because we will be pressing this as well. Wonder if we have a bigger nail. Okay, I'll go look for a bigger nail. So this is the one we used and found a big one. Nice. Nice. The bulk of our job is done. Now we have some good, decent material to start gluing everything together. We will be using this pine pitch glue that I made.